This is MOD24, part of Game24. It is a 24-hour live stream, basically a celebration of PC gaming, PC modding. That's going on over there, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. And we're going to see how I feel about it 23 hours from now, but so far so good.
The rules are they have approximately 24 hours. There was an unannounced theme, but that theme has now been announced, and that theme is your favorite moment in gaming. The majority of points is for aesthetics of the overall build, so how well they tune in the theme, how much creativity goes into their actual build, and the overall presentation of their final build. Now, presentation is fairly interesting because there is some bonus points for if your computer, say, boots up, but that's not actually necessarily required. So, if your computer is able to at least light up properly, but the thing doesn't actually post or boot fully, you can still get a lot of points in your overall presentation.
So first up is Team Mongoose. I want you to tell me what the heck you're doing over here. Talk about the plan, man.
My best gaming moment was COD. Ron came up with the Black Ops 2 zombie.
And what I'm doing is cutting out all these panels, these effects panels here into some 1/8 inch styrene, sanding them down, and then we're gonna add them to the side of the case to create our effects panels. And then of course we're gonna incorporate, the Black Ops 2 skull logos, and and then we're gonna hit it up with a really cool paint job as well.
Team BSMODS. So these guys are fabricating hardcore with hand tools.
This is our 1998 IBM server chassis. We're gonna first prime it with a heavy-duty automotive primer, and then we're gonna be hitting it with acrylic urethane, automotive paint.
Yeah, no, go for it, go for it.
The automotive paint, we're doing a bright white finish on it. So we're going from old school beige to something pretty sweet.
Here, let's just introduce Team Kill Ninja. So we've got Richard Surroz and Travis Jank. So Richard, can you tell me what you're doing here?
Well, first, just so you know, Team Kill Ninja, you wonder how we came up with that name. We're part of the Vanilla Ice project. Vanilla Ice actually came up with our team name, so he's out there watching and pushing for us to win.
Now, cable management is obviously a major concern when you're going to build a machine that is going to have every single cable exposed from every single angle. Can you explain how this is a computer? Because it doesn't look like one.
So this is an open air computer, and essentially we want to show as much of the internals we can. We want everybody to see the beauty of the machine on the inside. We're going to spend a considerable amount of time sleeving those wires individually, color coordinating everything, and hiding them in the best places possible.
I have an announcement to make. So you guys have been, using GTX 780 Ti's, right, for your projects so far. But while you were in here diligently working on your projects, we actually launched the GTX 980, if you hadn't noticed. But so in this box, I have some stickers for you to kind of tag up. So let's open it up and see what we got.
I don't want to get in the way of this. Not everybody all at once.
All right, it's like Christmas. You get a GPU, and 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 all right, and you don't get one yet.
Wow, that's how it's going to be. This isn't getting uncomfortable at all. I thought I was coming to a modding competition. I ended up in a four-way.
You guys get back to work, but again, great job with the stream and good luck with your projects.
Look at this. They left their GTX 980s completely unattended. How long do you think it'll take them to notice? see that the sun is up, the sky is blue, which basically means too bad for you. You can see he hasn't even had time to finish this cookie. It has one bite out of it because it is crunch time. All right, so this is George from Corsair. You are going to be judging presentation.
Yeah. So I'm actually excited because the theme was, their favorite gaming moment. So I kind of want to see how they execute that in an interesting and like how they present that in an interesting way.
Sometimes it's about just being absolutely passionate about this stuff, walking in here, geeking out, and how much fun are you having?
Yeah, I'm humbled. I mean, literally humbled at just. I've always wanted, my goal throughout my entire MMA career was I wanted to be able to build a PC. But for what these guys can do to turn around and they make, it's insane art.
Our next judge is Jimmy Fang, online managing editor for Maximum PC. Now, of course, at Maximum PC, you guys mostly focus on kind of the beige box bells. And pretty much.
So basically everything you just said is wrong. So we cover enthusiast components and cases and things like that.
Maximum.
Maximum. We build dream machines and stuff like that, the most expensive computers that you can buy. And I'm blown away because I don't know what you can really do in 24 hours. I've seen products that have taken months that look great, but I'm amazed that they did all this in just under a day.
Right now we have about 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go.
All right, so Team Kill Ninja has posted. Check this out. So they actually have a UEFI bio screen up, BSMODS. And did you guys get a post here, or is that a post code? They've got a post. All right. All right. So let's move over to Team Mongoose here. Now, this no post yet. Ooh, all right.
10 seconds left.
Oh.
5 seconds left. Tools down.
Okay.
All the teams except for Team Mongoose to exit the room, and I need all the judges to stay inside.
I don't know. We look like we were in pretty good shape. Halfway through the project. Certain paints. Like humidity and stuff like that, and airbrush issues and stuff. So yeah.
A few problems. Yeah, especially like the power supply cover. Totally forgot about that when I was doing the water cooling.
All right, well, after that stunning sales pitch, I feel like I should probably jump in here and help you guys out a little bit. What was really cool about watching Ron do this particular build was all of this stuff, all these effects, all these 3D things that he added, little fake rivets and all that kind of stuff. This was all done basically freehand. We're talking ruler and X-Acto knife, tools that cost $1. And that really any case modder could do. And so when we were first talking to them about this, I thought one of the coolest things about their build was there really wasn't, aside from the very high-end hardware inside, anything that someone, a hobbyist, couldn't pick up and try to do on their own. And I thought that was one of the coolest things about their build.
I did the theme, of course. I'm sure that's what everybody wants to know. And I guess we can kind of give you guys a little bit of a clue. So this Bob and I both, when we game and we're having fun, it's at a LAN party, and we love LAN parties. And we met at PDX LAN. We both love PDX LAN. We always go to PDX LAN. PDX LAN has had one sponsor throughout its history that's been there the whole time, and it's NVIDIA. And PDX LAN had a really special rep that it was always had.
We kind of wanted to dedicate this to Phil, who we call Uncle Phil, who is an NVIDIA employee. And if you look at the side panel, but if you know Phil and you see that, you will see him. So I don't know if anybody here knows Phil. So
Yeah, I know he is.
okay, so can you see it?
I can see it, definitely.
Okay. So our favorite gaming moment, sort of, is always having Phil there to game with us. So.
I mean, if I had one thing, I guess, that I could add to this, if I had to name the project and I didn't let them name it, it would be Project Elbow Grease, because everything they did by hand. This was a labor of absolute love, and that was very apparent. Go. Who wants to be team spokesman here?
Well, Travis and I travel a lot. We work together, doing like the Vanilla Ice project and all these trade shows. So we're always on the road. So the only time we can really relax is when we game together, and Titanfall is the game that we choose.
You took a very different approach to the case versus the other guys who went with a new case, an old case, and sort of not a case.
I wanted to have a little bit of a contrast, and so did Travis. We've done a couple of these builds for different companies. Open airflow is really, really convenient, and it just gives you tons of room, great for water cooling, and many, many, many color options.
Well, I see that your Titan, which was an absolute labor of love, there was a lot of trial and error involved in creating that, is not lit up yet. So can you help the judges visualize what the Titan's going to look like once the system reaches the eventual owner who wins it?
So if we had a little bit more time, we have some side-firing fiber optic wires here. They go to the back of the chassis where we have them illuminated with high-intensity LEDs.
Now, something I think that'll be hard for the judges to necessarily appreciate unless they know a little bit of the backstory is some of the decals that you guys created. But the guns, the pilots, and dropships. Can you talk a little bit about the process? How many hours you guys spent in front of your laser cutter in order to make that work?
We drove a laser cutter down from Salem, Oregon, as well as a 3D printer, so we really take this contest seriously. If you do CNC machining and you do a lot of design, it takes a lot of skill and education and effort to do that, just like it does working with your hands.
It was a great show. It was very close. All three scored pretty much within a few point range from each other. But there is only one winner, and the winner is BSMODS.
All right, congratulations, guys. Let's get some reaction from you guys, because I mean, honestly, and I don't want to be down on you guys, but until up to about like 6 hours ago, I didn't think you guys were going to have a system.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. At an hour 10, I went out to see what Bob was up to because I'm sitting here building the system, and we don't have side panels. And I told Bob, I was like, 10 minutes, man. We need 1 hour to get this machine together. And there was like 35 minutes left and still no Bob. And it's like, wow, I don't think we're going to make it.
I was sleeping.
Yeah, congratulations. So actually, Romeo, do you want to run us through what these winners just are taking away here? Because this is like a half pallet of hardware here.
So the winning team gets the exact same identical hardware that's inside each of the rigs. So they're going to take home, each of them, 3 GTX 980s, a triple SLI bridge, and all the other hardware that's in there. Second place, which is Team Mongoose, you guys get to take home the Corsair 380Ts. And for participating, everybody gets to go home with 980s.
Everyone really is a winner when everyone gets a 980, aren't they?